Have you ever stopped to wonder how much time you truly have left once you turn 70? Not out of fear, but out of curiosity and honesty. Because after 70, every sunrise feels more precious, every year seems to pass faster, and the small changes in your body begin to speak louder than ever. Here's what most people never realize: your body is already whispering clues about how long and how well you may live. The challenge is, most people don't listen until those whispers turn into warnings. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera, a board-certified gynecologist with more than 30 years of experience helping women navigate aging with strength, grace, and confidence. And today, I'm going to reveal 7 subtle but powerful signs that quietly predict your future health and longevity after 70. These signs aren't guesses or myths. They're backed by decades of scientific research on thousands of older adults who not only lived longer, but stayed vibrant, mobile, and mentally sharp. Longevity isn't just about luck or genetics. It's about how well your body's systems, your heart-brain muscles, and hormones still communicate and cooperate. The truth is, your body gives you early signals long before major problems appear. The question is, are you paying attention? Think about this. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel steady as you stand? Do your hands still have that firm, confident strength when you open a jar? Do you move through your day with energy, or do you notice yourself slowing down without meaning to? These small, everyday moments are quiet reflections of your body's resilience and your future vitality. Over the years, I've seen 2 women the exact same age with nearly identical diets and medical histories, but completely different outcomes. One walks briskly every morning, laughs often, and still feels alive and strong. The other tires easily and avoids stairs altogether. The difference isn't luck. It's awareness, consistency, and the small choices they made long before. According to the National Institute on Aging, simple measures like balance, grip, strength, walking speed, and sleep quality can accurately predict not only how long you live, but how well you live. Because it's not about the number of years in your life, it's about the life in your years. So as we go through these 7 signs, I want you to see them not as a test, but as a mirror. Each one gives you a chance to adjust course to improve your circulation, rebuild your strength, protect your brain, and reignite your confidence. You are not powerless against aging. Once you understand what your body is telling you, you can take back control. And here's a promise: the 7th sign, which I'll reveal at the end of this video, is the one almost no one talks about. Yet it may be the single biggest factor that determines whether your body thrives or declines after 70. Stay with me until then, because it could completely change how you see your future. But first, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? I always enjoy seeing our community of women from all over the world. Whether you're in the US, the UK, Canada, or anywhere else, type your country below in the comments. Let's see how far this message travels. Now let's begin uncovering the very first sign your body gives you about your longevity and why your balance might reveal more about your future than any medical test ever could. Let's start with one of the most powerful predictors of longevity that most women never think about: your ability to stand on one leg. It may sound simple, but your balance is like a window into your nervous system, muscles, and brain. Researchers from the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that adults over 70 who cannot stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds are nearly twice as likely to face serious health complications within the next 10 years. That's how powerful this one small test can be. Think of your balance as your body's coordination score. It reflects how well your muscles, joints, and brain communicate. When those systems are in sync, your body can recover from slips, maintain stability, and move confidently. But when that connection weakens, even a small stumble can become a serious threat. I've seen this so often in my practice. 2 women, both 73 years old. Carol walks every morning, does gentle yoga twice a week, and loves gardening. When I ask her to lift one foot off the floor, she smiles, steady and strong, holding for more than 10 seconds. Her balance is a reflection of her active, responsive body. Then there's Nancy. She's lovely, but she's been more sedentary in recent years. When she tries the same test, she immediately starts to wobble, reaching for a chair to steady herself. She laughs it off, but what she doesn't realize is that this isn't just about muscle weakness. It's about a decline in reflexes and brain coordination that can affect everything from walking to memory. Poor balance isn't something you should accept as just aging. It's a signal. The good news. It's one of the easiest things to rebuild. Start with something simple when you brush your teeth. Lift one foot for a few seconds. Gradually increase your time. Practice walking heel to toe across your kitchen floor, or try a short Tai Chi video online. These small moments retrain your nervous system to stay sharp and responsive. And here's something encouraging. Balance training doesn't just prevent falls. Studies show it can also boost cognitive performance by stimulating the same areas of the brain that control memory and focus. So when you work on your balance, you're not just protecting your body, you're strengthening your mind. So here's your quick challenge. Stand up right now, lift one foot off the floor, and see how long you can hold it without grabbing a chair. If it's less than 10 seconds, don't worry. That's your starting point. The important thing is you're aware, and awareness is where longevity begins. Now let's move to sign number 2, your grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake may say more about your health than any number on a blood test. Your grip reflects the overall strength of your muscles, your blood flow, and even your nervous system. A firm, steady grip means your muscles are well fed with oxygen, your nerves are firing properly, and your body's communication system is still in great shape. On the other hand, a weak or declining grip is often one of the earliest signs of frailty, long before you feel it in your legs or back. It can predict how well you recover from illness, how independent you stay, and yes, how long you live. Let me share a story. Robert, a 78-year-old patient, always greeted me with a strong, confident handshake. He stayed active, lifted light weights, and helped his wife carry groceries well into his 70s. His hands told a story of strength and vitality. Then there was Walter, also 78. He began to notice that opening jars or twisting bottle caps was harder than before. He shrugged it off, blaming old age. But what was really happening was a slow loss of muscle fibers and circulation signals that his body was starting to decline faster than it should. Here's what I tell all my patients: your hands are a reflection of your life force. When grip strength fades, it's a sign your entire system is losing resilience. But just like balance, it's not permanent. Start small, keep a soft stress ball by your chair, and squeeze it during TV time. Use a hand gripper, or simply carry a grocery bag a little longer. These small daily movements build endurance, coordination, and even confidence. A study from the National Institutes of Health confirmed that older adults who maintain strong grip strength have significantly lower risks of cardiovascular disease, depression, and disability. In other words, how well you hold on to things today might determine how well you hold on to life in the years ahead. So ask yourself right now, when was the last time you tested your grip? If your hands feel weaker than they used to, that's not something to ignore. It's something to improve. Because rebuilding your strength at 70 is not only possible, it's one of the most powerful longevity tools you have. Before we move on, let me know in the comments, how strong do your hands feel these days? Can you still open a jar without help? Or have you noticed some changes? I read every comment, and your stories often inspire the next videos I create for you. Now, coming up next, we'll explore a sign that might surprise you. It's not about your muscles or your balance, but about the speed at which you move through life. Now let's talk about a sign that reveals more about your future health than almost any blood test: your walking speed. It may sound too simple to matter, but researchers call it one of the vital signs of aging. In studies from the Journal of the American Medical Association, older adults who maintained a steady, brisk walking pace in their 70s lived up to 10 years longer than those who slowed down significantly. 10 years from something as basic as how fast you walk. Why does walking speed matter so much? Because it reflects your body's integration, your heart, lungs, muscles, nerves, and brain working in harmony. If one system weakens your pace, slows down, it's your body's quiet way of saying, "Hey, I'm getting tired." Let's look at two men, Joe and Frank, both 75. Joe walks every morning around his neighborhood. He keeps a moderate pace, uses his arms, and still climbs stairs without stopping. His body is communicating smoothly. His circulation is strong. His heart is efficient, and his muscles are alive. Frank, on the other hand, has gradually slowed down. He used to keep up with his grandchildren, but now he gets winded after a short distance. His stride is shorter and his steps less confident. What changed Frank's decline isn't just about age, it's about loss of leg strength, poor circulation, and reduced coordination between the brain and body. Here's the good news: you can retrain your walking pace. Your body still remembers how to move. Try timing yourself. How long does it take to walk 10 meters? Work on improving that time by even a few seconds over the coming weeks. Add small hills or gentle inclines to your walks. Use light hand weights. Walk to music with a steady rhythm. Every step you take faster strengthens your heart, brain, and independence. And remember, walking isn't just movement, it's medicine. Each brisk walk sends oxygen to your brain, lowers your blood pressure, balances your mood, and reduces inflammation. So the next time you're outside, take notice. Are you walking through life at a confident pace? Or has your stride quietly slowed without you realizing it? Before we move to the next sign, take a moment right now. Stand up, walk a few steps across your room, and notice how your body feels. If you feel steady, that's wonderful. If you feel a little slower or less coordinated, that's your cue to move more often. Because the pace you walk today might just be the pace your body keeps for the next decade. Now let's move to sign number 4, your sleep quality. How well you sleep each night says more about your health and longevity than almost any supplement or diet trend out there. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body repairs, regenerates, and resets. It's when your brain clears toxins, your immune system strengthens, and your hormones rebalance. According to research from the National Sleep Foundation, adults over 70 who maintain consistent high-quality sleep are far more likely to live longer, sharper, and healthier lives. Those who struggle with restless nights face higher risks of heart disease, memory loss, and weakened immunity. Let's meet two men again, Sam and Graham, both in their mid-70s. Sam has a simple bedtime routine. He goes to bed at 10, avoids caffeine after lunch, and wakes up refreshed after about 7 hours. His body knows when to rest and when to rise. Graham, however, spends his nights tossing and turning, waking up multiple times, staring at the clock. He feels drained during the day and naps too often. Over time, his mood drops, his blood pressure climbs, and his mind feels foggy. This isn't just getting older, it's your body begging for restoration. Poor sleep throws off your hormones, including cortisol, which controls stress, and melatonin, which helps your body repair itself. When these get out of balance, your immune system weakens, your memory dulls, and your heart works harder than it should. So how can you improve your sleep after 70? Start with simple but powerful habits. Keep a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Get morning sunlight to regulate your body clock. Avoid screens an hour before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Stay hydrated during the day, but drink less water in the evening. Create a calm environment. Dim lights, quiet music, maybe a cup of chamomile tea or gentle stretching. Remember, sleep is not a luxury, it's your body's nightly medicine. It strengthens your heart, boosts your immune system, and keeps your mind young. So tonight, ask yourself, are you waking up refreshed, or are you waking up tired even after a full night in bed? If it's the latter, it's time to listen to your body's message and make adjustments. Before we move on, I'd love to know how many hours of sleep do you usually get? Comment below and tell me what helps you sleep best. I love reading your stories. And you might even inspire another woman who's struggling with the same thing. Up next, we'll explore 2 more powerful longevity signs. One you can spot just by looking at your appetite, and another that reveals how well you handle life's stress. Now let's talk about your appetite. Something most people overlook. Yet it's one of the clearest signals your body gives about your longevity. After 70, your appetite can quietly reveal whether your body is thriving or struggling. When you're still interested in food, enjoy meals, and maintain a steady weight, it's a strong sign your digestive system, hormones, and metabolism are all working together. But when your appetite fades, when food no longer tastes appealing, or you skip meals without noticing, that can be your body's early whisper that something deeper needs attention. Let me share 2 familiar stories. Margaret, age 74, loves her food. She prepares fresh, colourful meals, enjoys breakfast with oatmeal and fruit, and shares lunch with friends. She maintains her energy and independence effortlessly. Susan, also 74, has slowly lost interest in eating. She skips breakfast snacks on crackers for lunch and sometimes forgets dinner altogether. Her clothes are looser, and she blames it on getting older. But what she doesn't realize is that this loss of appetite isn't harmless. It's her body warning her that nutrient absorption, muscle strength, and hormone balance are declining. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that unintentional weight loss after 70 often predicts weakened immunity, muscle wasting, and even increased risk of illness. When your appetite fades, your protein intake usually drops, your muscles shrink, and your energy declines, making you more prone to falls and slower recovery from illness. If that sounds familiar, here's what you can do. Start by adding small, nutrient-dense meals throughout the day. Think Greek yogurt with fruit, a handful of nuts, a protein smoothie, or a bowl of vegetable soup. Eat with others whenever possible. Social eating naturally increases appetite and joy. And don't be afraid of healthy fats. Olive oil, avocado, and salmon can help keep your hormones balanced and your brain nourished. Your appetite isn't just about hunger, it's about connection between your body and mind. So ask yourself tonight, do you look forward to meals or do you eat out of habit? If food no longer excites you, it's time to rekindle that relationship. Because nourishing your body well after 70 is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself. Now let's move to sign number 6, how you handle stress. This might surprise you, but the way you respond to stress can actually predict how long you'll live. Chronic stress isn't just a mental weight, it's a biological one. When your mind stays in fight or flight mode, your body releases constant waves of cortisol, a hormone that raises blood pressure, damages blood vessels, weakens immunity, and accelerates aging. Over time, that quiet tension can do more harm than poor diet or lack of exercise. Let me introduce you to 2 men, both 76. John has learned to let go. He faces problems, but he breathes through them. He walks daily, prays, and talks with friends when things feel heavy. He doesn't avoid challenges, but he doesn't carry them like stones on his back. Richard, on the other hand, holds everything in. He worries about his finances, his health, and the news on television. His shoulders are always tense, his sleep is shallow, and his blood pressure keeps climbing no matter what medication he takes. What's the difference? Not the number of problems, but the ability to process them. John's body recovers because he calms his nervous system. Richard's body stays inflamed because his stress never shuts off. Studies from the Mayo Clinic confirm that people over 70 who maintain positive coping habits like deep breathing, laughter, journaling, or simply connecting with loved ones enjoy better heart health, lower inflammation, and longer lives. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how your body responds. Try this simple exercise with me right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold for 3 seconds. And slowly exhale through your mouth. Do that 3 times whenever you feel tension building. It may seem small, but deep breathing lowers blood pressure, improves circulation, and signals your body I am safe. And don't underestimate the power of joy. Laughter music or time with people you love aren't just emotional, they're chemical. They trigger the release of endorphins, which are nature's anti-aging hormones. So tonight, ask yourself when challenges arise, do you hold on to stress, or do you let it pass through you? Your ability to stay calm, find perspective, and focus on gratitude isn't just good for your spirit. It's one of the greatest longevity secrets we have. Before we continue, I'd love to hear from you what helps you relax or calm down when life feels heavy. Share your answer in the comments below. You never know who might be encouraged by your story. Coming up next, we'll explore the final and perhaps most powerful sign of all, the one that determines not just how long you live, but how deeply you connect and find purpose in those years. We've talked about your balance, your grip, strength, your walking pace, your sleep, your appetite, and your ability to handle stress. But this last sign, your social connection, may be the most powerful predictor of all. Because at the end of the day, the quality of your relationships often determines the quality of your health and even how long your heart keeps beating. Loneliness is more than a feeling. It's a physiological stress. Researchers from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic have shown that chronic loneliness can raise inflammation, weaken your immune system, and increase your risk of heart disease and memory decline. Meanwhile, people who stay connected through friendships, family volunteering, or community tend to live longer, heal faster, and smile more. Let me tell you about Eleanor and Barbara, 2 women I've known for years. Eleanor is 78, but her spirit is young. She meets her friends for coffee every Thursday, helps at her church once a week, and FaceTimes her grandchildren often. She laughs loudly, tells stories, and has a sparkle in her eyes that's contagious. Barbara, on the other hand, lives alone. Her family loves her, but she rarely reaches out. Days blur together, the TV becomes her only voice, and loneliness begins to weigh on her body as much as her heart. Over time, she feels more tired, less motivated, and even her appetite fades. The truth is, our bodies are wired for connection. When you talk, touch, or even smile at someone, your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that lowers blood pressure and reduces stress. That means every friendly conversation, every hug, every shared laugh is literally medicine for your heart and brain. So if you've noticed yourself withdrawing a bit lately, skipping phone calls, avoiding gatherings, or feeling like no one would notice if I didn't show up, I want you to know this. You matter more than you realize. Reaching out isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. It's your way of keeping your spirit young and your heart strong. Start small. Call an old friend. Join a group with shared interests. Visit a community center or volunteer somewhere that gives you joy. These aren't just activities, they're lifelines. They remind your body that it's still needed, still connected, still alive. So here's your 7th and final sign of longevity connection. The relationships you nurture today are as important to your health as any vitamin or medication. Let's take a moment to reflect. How many of these 7 signs do you recognize in yourself? Do you still feel steady on your feet? Strong in your grip? Confident in your stride? Do you wake refreshed? Enjoy your meals? Handle stress with grace? And stay connected with others? The beautiful truth is every single one of these signs can be improved at any age. Your body, your brain, and your heart have an incredible capacity to heal and adapt. And that's why I love working with women like you. Because it's never too late to start living better, stronger, and longer. So as you finish this video, I'd like to leave you with one question. What's one small thing you'll start doing today for your body, your mind, or your heart to add more life to your years? Share it in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. And before you go, please take a moment to let me know where you're watching from. Our community spans across so many places, from the US to the UK, from Canada to Australia, and I love seeing women supporting each other all over the world. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need encouragement. Together, we can help more women live longer, stronger, and more connected lives. And before we close, let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you're experiencing pain, significant changes, or personal concerns, please consult with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personalized care. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay strong, and keep your heart open to life.